Welcome to our conversation on one of German football's most passionate rivalries, the Rheinland Derby between Borussia Mönchengladbach and 1 FC Köln. Let's dive right into the heart of this clash, where it's not just football, it's a battle of cities, histories, and fan bases.
Absolutely, it's a showdown that goes way beyond the 90 minutes on the pitch. What do you think makes this derby so captivating?
Well, you see, it's like a clash of identities. Mönchengladbach brings that scrappy underdog spirit, while Köln exudes the vibe of a big cultural hub.
Yep.
And the record itself, 50 wins for Mönchengladbach, 34 for Köln, plus 34 draws, adds yet another delicious layer of rivalry.
The numbers are fascinating, but they only tell part of the story. It's the energy, the pride, and the tradition that really set these two apart.
Exactly. And speaking of energy, consider the atmosphere on match day. The Köln fans light up Müngersdorfer Stadion with flares and explosive tifos, while the Borussia Park witnesses just as much passion from Mönchengladbach's supporters. It's not only about the wins, but also about the raw intensity each club's vibe brings.
Right. Each match is like a mini festival of football. And even if the numbers might hint at a dominant side, when you look at the broader picture, historical context, cultural identity, and those fiery moments on the pitch, it all comes together into something really special.
Speaking of history, let's talk trophies. Mönchengladbach has a trophy cabinet boasting 5 Bundesliga titles, 3 DFB Pokals, and 2 UEFA Cups. Meanwhile, Köln has won 3 Bundesliga titles and 4 DFB Pokals. One might say that in terms of sheer silverware, Mönchengladbach holds a bragging right. But trophies aren't the only measure of greatness.
I agree. Trophies are just one slice of the pie. I'd argue that Köln's contributions, like that dramatic 2-1 win in 2016, really underscore their iconic moments, even if the record books lean a bit one way.
True, that 2016 win was like a major turning point. And then there's the 1978 match where Mönchengladbach's Jupp Heynckes scored twice in a 2-1 win, a game that etched their dominance into the club's history. Each game, you see, writes its own chapter in this ongoing saga.
Absolutely. It's like each derby day is a blend of past glories and future aspirations. And let's not forget that even though Mönchengladbach leads in head-to-head wins, Köln isn't exactly a pushover when it comes to legacy. Their 3 Bundesliga titles and cultural impact bring a whole different kind of weight.
That's a fair point. It's like, while the numbers say one thing, the soul of the derby comes from a mix of pride, history, and the sheer intensity both clubs channel. And when you look at the players, there's a pantheon of legends on both sides.
Exactly. Mönchengladbach's legends like Netzer, Vogts, Heynckes, Simonsen, and Stielik really build an impressive legacy. Whereas Köln has its heroes too, Dieter Müller, Litbarski, and more modern talents like Lukas Podolski and Timo Horn, who have emerged from a stellar academy system.
I'd say that Mönchengladbach's deeper historical roster might tip the scale a bit, but I do see your point. Köln's knack for building and nurturing young talent is a game changer in its own right.
Yeah, but hold on a sec. While Mönchengladbach might seem to have an edge in historical depth, you can't ignore that Köln's youth system is like, a veritable goldmine for new stars. It's a respectful kind of rivalry where both clubs push each other to be better.
Exactly. It's that mutual challenge that makes the rivalry so electrifying. They're not just competing in the present, they're continually building for the future, whether it's through scouting or developing homegrown players.
Right on. And that evolution has propelled this derby from a local spectacle to a global phenomenon. Fans around the world tune in, not just for the game, but for the heritage and the drama that encapsulates each match.
Absolutely. The international appeal is phenomenal. It's like, even if you're not from the Rhineland, you can feel the passion radiating from both the cities. The derby isn't merely a local affair, it's a celebration of football culture that hooks global audiences.
Yeah, and you really see that in the theatrical flair of match days, the passionate chants from Cologne and those roaring ultras in Mönchengladbach. It almost feels like the stadium transforms into a grand coliseum of emotions and rivalries.
Exactly. And that intensity can be seen off the pitch as well. The rivalry influences city identities, splits families and friends, and even sparks heated debates in offices. It's a living, breathing part of both cities' cultures.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. It's rare to find a sporting rivalry that can stir such deep-seated passion and regional pride on so many levels. Every derby becomes a battleground where past glories, present ambitions, and future dreams collide.
And isn't that what football is all about? It's not just the scoreline, it's the narrative, the way each game can pivot a season, turning despair into hope and vice versa. Köln's 2016 comeback, for example, wasn't just a win, it was a season changer.
Absolutely, that kind of momentum can truly alter a team's trajectory. It reminds me of how one derby win can elevate an entire campaign and boost confidence regardless of the overall standings.
Right, and that's why each match is like a microcosm of football itself. It's unpredictable, it's emotional, and it's deeply rooted in both tradition and innovation.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Every goal, every tackle, every save on that day isn't just a moment in time, it's part of something bigger. And the historical moments, like the 1978 and 2016 games, add layers of meaning that resonate with fans even decades later.
And speaking of legends, it's hard not to mention how players like Netzer and Henkes for Mönchengladbach set a standard, while Cologne's icons like Müller and Litbarski remind everyone of their own proud history. Their legacies continue to spark debates about who left the lasting imprint on the rivalry.
True, and while I might give a nod to the depth of Mönchengladbach's roster, I definitely think Köln's contributions are equally significant. They have also developed talents that have gone on to shine on bigger stages, and that balance is what makes the rivalry even more compelling.
That's a great point. It's like the derby isn't just about who won or lost, but about how each match writes a new chapter. The interplay between historical records and current performance creates a dynamic tension that keeps fans on the edge of their seats.
Absolutely. And that tension, that drama, is what makes every match feel like do or die. It's a battle for regional pride that pushes both sides to elevate their game, which in turn lifts German football as a whole.
Exactly. And it's cool to see how each derby serves as a catalyst. Even when one club edges ahead in the records, the rivalry ensures that both teams are constantly striving to outdo themselves. It's a healthy competition that benefits the sport overall.
Yep, and that's what I love about it. It's a relentless cycle of challenge and improvement. Even when one side takes a hit, the energy and spirit of the derby revive both clubs, almost like an annual reset button for ambition.
Right, and you know the international crowd plays a part in that too. When fans from across the globe join in, it's like a cultural exchange where every supporter, whether local or foreign, gets swept up in the magic of the rivalry.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The derby transcends geographical boundaries. Its rich narrative and colorful history capture the imagination of anyone with a passion for football, making it a truly global spectacle.
And think about it. Mönchengladbach and Cologne themselves are like characters in a long-running saga. Their distinct personalities, much like in a well-crafted novel, add a literary quality to this derby that few others can match.
Absolutely. And that narrative quality fuels even more loyalty and debate among fans. It's not just about the game, it's about the stories, the legends, and the dreams that each club embodies.
Exactly. And every new match is like, another verse in a never-ending epic. It renews rivalries, challenges old records, and, above all, celebrates the beautiful chaos of football.
And while our friendly debates over the numbers and legacies could go on forever, one thing is clear. The Rheinland Derby lifts the very essence of the Bundesliga, pushing not just the clubs, but the entire league to higher levels.
Yep, it's truly a game changer. Could you imagine football without such passionate clashes? It would be, like a song missing its heartbeat.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's that raw, visceral energy that brings people together, even if it means splitting opinions among families and friends. There's nothing quite like it.
So whether you're a die-hard supporter of Mönchengladbach, a loyal Köln fan, or simply someone who appreciates the art of football, the derby remains a beacon of pure passion and history.
Yep. And no matter how you slice it, this rivalry, with its drama, its iconic moments, and its enduring spirit, continues to elevate the game to new heights.
Exactly. Every clash on Derby Day tells a story. A story of pride, of struggle, and of the unyielding love for the sport. It's a testament to what football can be when it's as much about heart as it is about numbers.
Couldn't have said it better. Cheers to the Rhineland Derby and all the legendary chapters still to be written. Thanks for such an engaging discussion.